This is a collection of cast iron that I picked up at estate sales and refinished by using the self-cleaning oven method. Many of them were very rusty with lots of built on, baked on gunk, and the process was fairly easy to do. Here's a Dutch oven that I had. There were several different pieces, and as you see, they're very rusty and dirty and used. For the next step, I put them upside down in the oven and turned on the self-cleaning cycle. After cooling from the self-cleaning oven, it was time to get scrubbing. I found that a SOS pad or Brillo pad worked the best. You will see me using a copper scrubby here, which worked okay, but wasn't the best to really get all of the rust off. I've got this one little step that I'm going to show you because I have a few that are in the process. First of all, I will say, I think for myself, I prefer the putting them in the self-cleaning oven. You know how the self-cleaning oven does, it bakes off all the baked on debris and buildup that's in your oven. Well, it does the same thing for your cast iron skillets, and so it makes a little bit easier on the scrubbing, because that seems to be the hardest process, at least for me. It was scrubbing. The scrubbing part was very difficult, very tedious work. It has to be done though, even in what I'm about to show you. But so first of all, I put the skillets, I washed the skillets good, dried them, put them in the self-cleaning oven, and then once they cooled off, I got them out of the oven and washed them, and I used a SOS pad and scrubbed that baked off. I scrubbed them, and what I have found with all of the ones that I have done is a tremendous amount of rust. Whether you use easy off oven cleaner, which I did some, or the self-cleaning cycle in your oven, it does not remove the rust. So that's something you have to contend with. Now you can take your SOS after SOS after SOS and scrub and scrub and scrub. I personally can't do that. My hands just won't take it. So I'm about to show you the next step after I have put them in the self-cleaning oven. I've washed them good, gave them one good scrub down. Then let me switch the camera around and I'll show you what I do next. And it's dark outside, as you can see. So this is a step that I do that helps me along to remove the rust. And you can see the towels. These are paper towels, and I have this is a little container of half vinegar and half water. And so I take the paper towels and I put them in the water, wring them out, not completely dry, but they're not soggy either. And then I just placed them all around, patting them, to the sides of the skillets. And I also have one underneath where I first flipped it over and put it underneath and kind of pressed it to the skillet, and then flipped it over so that I could put it on the inside. And then just, these are still very damp. But I just want you to look at all the rust that it's pulling out of the skillet. These two little ones were really bad. And of course my scrubbing, I couldn't get it off just with scrubbing. But this just makes the step a little easier, because this does help to pull the rust out. Anyway, you can see that one had a big spot of rust there. And I plan to just let these sit until in the morning. Well, I have to work in the morning, so they're actually going to sit until the afternoon, but they'll be fine because all of these paper towels will dry. It's got the vinegar water, so they will dry, but through the night they will draw out what rust they will, and I will remove them, and then once again I will take them to the sink and I will scrub them with the SOS or Brillo pads that's got the soap in it. I'm hoping that just one more good scrubbing will remove all the rust, But sometimes there's little spots that are darker on the skillets, and whether that's rust underneath or whatever, I just don't like it. I like I like them to be really clean, and so I might do this step one more time if I'm not satisfied the first time. Now after the skillets are clean, wash and rinse them well to remove all the soapy residue. Now it's time to season them, which is the most important step. Place them upside down in a 200-degree Fahrenheit oven for 10 minutes. This is to get them completely dry and to warm them. Then take them out of the oven and using a lint-free paper towel, I like to use a shop towel, rub a very thin layer of Crisco oil over the entire pan, both inside and outside. Wipe away any excess oil. Place them again upside down in the oven at 300 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. Remove from the oven and wipe all the excess oil away. At this point, it's going to look kind of dry. And now place them upside down in a 500 degree Fahrenheit oven for 1 hour. Allow to cool in the oven. Now your like new cast iron is ready to use. Just look how beautiful. When using, never use soap to clean it, just water and a scrubby if necessary. And after you wash it, remember to always dry thoroughly. Enjoy your cast iron cookware for many years to come.